All you, Leslie.
Okay, good morning, class. Today we're going to be talking about internet and internet safety. Just to start off with, we're going to go over a few key terms that will be important in understanding this lesson. So first of all, can you guys give me a definition of personal information, or maybe some examples of what you think personal information is?
Like your name?
Anything else you can think of?
Social security.
Right, if you know that. Maybe like your address or your phone number.
Your birthday.
Your birthday, yep, where you go to school, stuff like that. Kind of things that like are identify markers for you. What about a stranger? Do we know what a stranger is?
Yeah.
What's a stranger?
So you know, or don't trust.
Right. So have you guys heard the idea of stranger danger? What does that mean?
You don't talk to somebody you don't know.
Right. So can you guys tell me maybe what's the difference between talking to someone in person versus talking to someone online?
In person, you can see them face to face.
Right, you know, kind of know who they are a little bit more than online. And another just piece of information is that you should never agree to meet anyone that you meet online just because they are still a stranger, even if you are talking to them. So we don't want to give out personal information on the internet. So like we said, your name, where you live, your birthday, things like that. The things you can share online are things like your favorite color, your favorite food, maybe your favorite movie or TV show. Things like that are okay to share. Next, we're going to look at some scenarios. I want you guys, or I'm going to read them out to you, and then I kind of want you guys to talk with each other. So Seth, if you want to come join the guys or the girls. And then have you guys kind of talk together and then see if you can come up with what some answers. Okay, so the first scenario is Jake is talking to a friend who he met online. The friend offers to help him finish his homework and asks for Jake's phone number. Is it okay for Jake to give it to him since it has to do with homework? Talk amongst yourselves and then.
Wait, isn't it?
What do we think? No?
No.
Why not?
Like it's last year in his class.
So it's a stranger, right?
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, the next scenario. Cindy has been talking online to a girl named Julie for a few days now. Julie has told Cindy where she lives, how old she is, where she goes to school, and what she looks like. Julie asks Cindy what school she goes to. Is it okay for Cindy to tell her? Talk amongst yourselves.
Wait, who asked who what?
Cindy's been talking to Julie, and Julie has told Cindy all about herself, and now she's asking Cindy to tell her about herself.
She doesn't have to.
Right, because she doesn't actually know that Julie is who she says she is, right? There's no way to tell. All right, our last scenario. Michael is online talking to his friend from school, Chris. They are working on their homework together and studying for a test. Chris says they should meet before class to review for the test. Is this okay?
Yes.
Why is that okay?
He knows the person already.
Right, good job. And then the next thing I have the students do, which is like kind of a part of this section, but I'm not gonna have you guys do, is I'd hand out a sheet, and it's like a example of a social networking profile, and you would go through and pick out things that are appropriate to have online or safe to have online versus things that aren't. So for this one, I used Rally, and then just like it has where Rally is born, family, school, so things like that wouldn't, like the students would identify as things that you don't want to have online. But then there's other things like that they really like watching the Red Hawks play. So stuff like that is okay to have, but then if your personal information isn't. Then next we're going to watch a short video. And this video is going to kind of talk about internet safety and some things that you can do when you're faced with those situations.
That's usually
I don't think this was designed to be flown by a 500-pound robot. Catch it.
You know that guy?
Dear Tim and Moby, why do so many people talk about me?
Hi there. Want to chat? Wait, Moby, do you know Rocket Ron? Then how do you know he's safe to chat with? What should you do if a stranger sends you a message? My friend Becca sends me instant messages when we're online. And my pen pal Jen emails me jokes. My parents know that they're safe to email. Sometimes I get emails or messages from people I don't know. Well, Rocket Ron is definitely a stranger. If a stranger contacts you or makes you feel uncomfortable, tell a teacher or a grown-up. They can keep the stranger from bugging you by blocking their emails or instant messages. Sometimes I get emails from people that pretend to know me or tell me I've won a big prize. If I don't know the sender, I don't open the message. How can you be safe on the internet? We're always careful around strangers on the street, and we should do the same with strangers on the internet. We should never share our personal information before asking our parents or teacher. Well, your name, address, phone number, and birthday are all pieces of personal information. You do not have to share where you go to school or pictures of yourself. Moby and I only visit websites that are safe for kids. If we accidentally get to a site that makes us uncomfortable, we tell a grown-up so they can block it. I know it's important to stay safe on the internet, but how can you keep your computer safe? Moby loves playing games with a computer, and Mia uses images from the internet in her projects for school. But we know we shouldn't download anything without asking a grown-up. If you download something from an unsafe website or open an unsafe email, your computer can get a virus. Yep, a computer virus is kind of like the flu. It's a program that keeps your computer from working the right way, and you can accidentally spread it to other computers. You can also keep your computer safe by using strong passwords. Some people can figure out and steal passwords, so it's important to choose good ones that are hard to guess. Your password should never be your own name. They should be long and use a combination of different letters and numbers. And you should never ever share your passwords with anyone. Nope, not even your best friend. Anyway, Moby, there are plenty of ways to be safe on the internet. Maybe that's a little too safe.
Okay. Was there anything that stuck out to you guys in that video, or something that maybe you learned? You can block people if it's a stranger, right?
I didn't know computers could be secure.
So to kind of go over some of the questions that were asked in the video, what should you do if a stranger sends you a message?
Not answer.
Tell an adult, maybe? Have them help you? The video talked about lots of different ways that you can stay safe on the internet. Can you guys maybe name a few?
Don't post pictures of if you're at school or home.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Don't share passwords.
Right. That kind of leads into the next question. What makes a good or a strong password? Do you guys remember what the video said?
Combination of letters and numbers.
Right, and you shouldn't use your name because that can make it easier to guess. Right. The next activity that I'd have the students do, but we're also not going to do just for time, is organize them into pairs and then have them create kind of like a mini poster explaining what they learned through the lesson and kind of like teaching their peers about internet safety and what they've learned, and then those will be posted in the school. And then lastly, we're going to take a quick quiz over the material that we talked about today, and then we'll go over it as a class and then see if you guys have any questions. You're actually taking the quiz. And then just look up at me when you're done, so when you're done. Okay, is everyone done? Yes? Okay. So number one, which is okay to give out over the internet? What did you guys write down?
TV.
G.
And why are the other ones not okay to give out? Right. Number two, if someone online tells you they're in 6th grade and their name is Katie, they're probably how old?
There's no way to tell.
Right, good job. If someone online sends you a message that is mean or makes you feel uncomfortable, you should.
Tell a trusted adult.
Why is it important to take that to an adult and not do it yourself?
You might mishandle the situation.
Good. Number four, you're talking to someone online and they know some of the same people you know. Since they have many of the same friends as you, is it okay to give them your phone number if they ask?
No.
Why?
There's no person known.
Good job. And then the last one, is it okay to send someone online? It is okay to send someone online your picture when?
Your parents approve.
Right, good job. Are there any questions over any of the material we covered today?
No.
Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.